Hello and welcome to my channel. If we haven't met before, my name is Anita Horry. I'm founder of Anita Horry Academy, a Pilates Teacher Training school, and I'm also a mentor and business coach for Pilates teachers and studio owners who want to learn tips, who want to learn ways of how to run their businesses, how to improve and scale their businesses in a way that gives them the freedom, gives them the success without overworking, without overwhelm and burning out. Now, many of you know that I'm a big fan of Tony Robbins. I have taken his courses and I've followed his trainings for many years. And what I've learned from Tony Robbins are loads of personal self-development skills that have helped me scale my business to the stage that it is now. Now, from Tony, I have learned the 5 steps to take every single day to make my personal life an absolute success, and that correlates to how I run my business. And that the 5 steps that I take every single day help me scale my business, and that's helped me scale my businesses to this date. So they've been an absolute needle mover for me. These 5 steps have really helped me achieve these successes that I have achieved to this day, and they help me scale my businesses throughout my days, throughout my life. So let's jump straight in to these 5 steps that I've learned from Tony. So step 1 is feed and strengthen your mind. So Tony has confirmed that it's so important to every single day do something to help yourself mentally. Now, an undisciplined mind is a bit like a muscle. An undisciplined mind is going to die without being trained. It's just going to relax down. It's going to stop being motivated, it's going to stop being functional, and you're just going to end up getting into a more depressed state. So very important to actually feed your mind every single day. And you don't want your mind to go into a survival mode. What am I trying to say? You don't want to be feeling that you're having to be reactive to what's happening to you during the day. You want to be proactive. So feeding your mind every single day is going to help it grow, and it's going to help it deal with whatever comes your way. So Tony would say every day, stand guard at the door of your mind, meaning that you need to be careful of what you let come into your mind, what thoughts you're allowed to process. Anything that's very negative, just put it away. You don't need it in your mind. You don't need to be creating negative thoughts because they're just going to give you a negative day, right? So you have to consider what you let in, because it's going to affect you. Even though you're not aware of it, it's going to affect how you're feeling. So be aware of what you're letting in your mind. Now, the other thing you need to consider here is that any repetition is going to give you that sustainability. Any repetition, so even if you know this, you're a Pilates instructor, you practice, so you know that any repetition is going to make you stronger. So repeating the exercises day in, day out is going to make you physically stronger. I'm going to get to that in a second. Right now, I'm just thinking of your mental stage. So repeating these affirmations, if you want to have affirmations every day, or if you want to be aware of how you're feeling and your thought process, you keep repeating of being aware of what you're thinking and how you're processing your thoughts is going to help you create a stronger mind, and it's going to give you a stronger personality to be able to deal with whatever comes your way. The other super important thing is to read every day. Now, readers, according to Tony Robbins, readers are leaders. So I have books sitting on my bedside every single day, and they're not necessarily to do with Pilates. They could be about business management, or they could be about personal development. It's whatever I feel I really need at the time. So I've read so many self-development books that have helped me personally, which have helped me scale my business to the levels that I've got right now. And when I think about it, you know, the learning that we get through reading it's absolutely astronomical how it really evolves us as human beings. So Tony would say that we need to be reading books or at least listen to audiobooks. Now, I remember when I had my business that was further away from my home and I had maybe 40 minutes to travel to my place of work, I would have my audiobook, and I'm a member of Audible. I listen to Audible. I am able to listen to podcasts, and whatever you're doing, reading and listening and learning, that's the most important thing. So at least 30 minutes a day. You just need to allocate that. So you can't say, I don't have time, I'm too busy. You can allocate 30 minutes of a day to learning, to improving yourself, to reading, because it's really going to make a difference. It's really going to make that difference. The second step is going to be to feed and strengthen your body. Now, as Pilates teachers and as movement professionals, we know so much about this particular step. We know how important it is to keep that repetition going in keeping our body moving every single day. So this should be a no-brainer for us. This should be super easy for us to work out. Now, you can do whatever you want to do as long as you're doing it every single day. And again, as long as you're doing at least 30 minutes a day. Now, sometimes when I am super busy or when I'm traveling, I don't have time to do a full hour workout every day. And it doesn't have to be Pilates every single day, right? Actually, it's important for you to create yourself a system where you have got different modalities of sport to be able to train your body in different ways. So I practice Pilates, I do yoga, I run, I rock climb, I cycle, I hike, I kayak. So I've got lots of sport, lots of movements that keep me busy. And I hope that you have your own forms of exercise that keep you going every day. And even if you don't have time, even if you allow yourself 10 minutes of workout in between your clients. When I ran my studio and I was working 60 hours a week and I was getting super tired, I still allowed myself 15 minutes break in between classes so that I could fit in. Even if it was a 5-minute workout, maybe I'll go and stretch on the ladder barrel, or maybe I'll go and do a quick workout on the Cadillac, or maybe I'll do a 1 rep sequence of the mat workout and try and finish it in 10-15 minutes, which I normally would. So there's no excuse, and there are things you can do to help you also improve the skin, to improve your vivacity of your body, because at the end of the day, working out releases endorphins, releases all those good vibes to help you strengthen your body and to help you strengthen your life. Now, Tony would immerse himself into freezing water every single morning. I still haven't got down to doing that, I have to admit, but what I have done, and it's changed my life and has been a huge issue for me for many, many years, is taking cold showers, because I love the hot water. I absolutely love taking hot showers, and I have been loving it for all my life. And then recently, and it's only been for the past 6 months, that I've started taking cold showers. And yes, they absolutely feel freezing at the time, but then your body feels the energy, your body feels that revival. So that's another tip you take from Tony Robbins. The other thing you can do to try and find time is to wake up at 5 a.m. And I'm sure that most of you already do that already. And then again, there's an amazing book by Robin Sharma called The 5 a.m. Club. And he also gives you amazing tips to look after yourself every day. But waking up at 5 gives you that extra little time to be able to look after yourself, give yourself the priority, put that in your schedule, and then you'll be able to be of service to others. Step 3 is find yourself a mentor. Find yourself a mentor and learn from them. I'm not saying worship them. I'm not saying let them be your idol. I'm not saying think that they're absolutely amazing and then you're absolutely besotted by who they are and what they're doing. No, I'm saying learn from the steps they're taking and follow the steps, because they're really going to be a game changer for you. Now, I have got many mentors, and I've had many mentors in my life. Tony is one of them, and he's nothing to do with Pilates. And then in the Pilates world, I was blessed enough to work with Bob Leekens, and for me, he was my mentor. And I have still, within the industry, I still have got many people, many teachers. Lolita San Miguel is one of them, and I love her. I love her to bits, and I love what she does. But I also find many other teachers who I feel that I could really learn from them. Now, I'm not saying you should find many mentors, because you're just going to get confused, but seek someone where you feel you can absolutely acknowledge what they're doing, and you know that you're going to be learning from them, and you're going to value the work that you can do with them. So you don't necessarily have to work with them directly, but just watch what they're doing and follow their life and see how they're living their life. See whether they are fulfilling their life, you know, because the other thing to understand is that some people have this show where, you know, on stage or in front of the camera, they prove that life is actually, or they make believe rather, that life is actually super amazing, right? And then off camera, they're stressing out and they're having a nightmare life. You want to have a mentor who is absolutely living their dream, and you want to live the life they're living. And if that's the case, just follow the steps they've taken to be able to get there. Step 4 is work with a coach. Now, this is Tony Robbins' world. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about here, is what he's suggesting. So Tony would say find yourself a coach, because they're going to be your mentor, and they're going to work with you, work very closely with them, and they're going to help you fulfill your dreams. They're going to help you achieve your dreams. They're going to help you get to the stage where you want to be with your life and with your business. Now, you have to understand one thing. Proximity is power. So what does that mean? The closer you are with them, the closer you work with them, the easier and the better you're going to get your results. And why is that? It's because they're around you and they're helping you. They're around you and they're understanding your situation, and they're able to help you to get to where you need to be. You know, I have a very simple example. So one of my coaching clients actually flew in from the US and flew into Spain with me, and she spent a whole half a week, 4 or 5 days with me, and we worked together on a specific project that she was working on, and she wanted to work on in her business. And I dedicated all my time with her, and I was able to really understand her business, and I was able to really get to work on making her elevate herself from her business, because she was working in the business. So I helped her elevate herself from the business. She was looking down on it, like she was having that bird's eye view on her business. She was able to then take that step back and say, well, this isn't working, this isn't working, this isn't working. So now let's make these steps to be able to scale the business to another level. And I'm super proud of her, because literally straight after she left me, she went back home to the US. She went back and started those steps, and she kept going, she kept moving, she kept following the strategies that would be put together. And I'm super happy to say that she's actually now stepping away from working in the business to working on the business. She's got a good team on board to support her, and she's now scaling that business to the level that she was looking to get. And talking about getting into the proximity, you also need to get into proximity to your dot. What does that mean? Getting to proximity to your absolutely dream life, your absolute amazing situation that you want to have. Now, somebody someday is going to make you an offer that you are not going to refuse. Somebody someday is going to come with a deal that you cannot refuse. And you're only going to get that if you just keep niching down, if you keep niching down to what you really want. It will happen. It's just a case of you working at it and believing it. And how you do this is by working with the people that you know they can influence your work. So go to the people who you know that have already done this, that they've already been there, and you know that they're going to help you create that life you want. So think about being in this mastermind circle, or being in the circle of super powerful people that are only going to be beneficial for you, and spend time with these people. You know, you have to completely focus on working with people who are better than you. You want to be working with people who have got the knowledge, who you're going to learn from, who are going to help you improve yourself. Now, the ultimate trick that Tony Robbins talks about here is that proximity is key, and proximity to people who are wealthy, who are much better off than you, so that it's going to be a secure entry to a wealthier life. So having that situation where you're actually mixing with people who are better off than you, you're mixing with them, you're feeling their lives, you're feeling their vibes, and not being around people who are of your level or even lower than you. If you really want to succeed, you need to keep looking ahead, you keep looking up. And the final step, step 5, is absolutely a no-brainer. So you need to give so much more than you expect to receive. And if you fall in love with your clients and not with your Pilates teaching and whatever service you're giving, you have a sure way of receiving back. Giving a lot more than what you expect to receive is absolutely a clear way for your success. And don't expect anything in return. Give, give, give. That is the rule of life. Don't expect anything in return for it, because at the end of the day, if you feel that you have to keep achieving back, this whole scarcity thing that I need to keep getting, then you're not going to get anywhere in life. You know, this whole idea of giving with love and giving with passion, and I've done this so many times. I've given so many free classes to people purely because I know they can't afford it, but they so needed the method. Now, I remember speaking to one of my mentors about this, and she would say to me, "But Anita, you're not a charity." I understand that. I'm not saying that you're going to be doing this for every single client, but I'm sure that the other well-paying clients can make up for this perhaps one person at a time that you have, that you feel that you need to help. And the world will reciprocate. It will. What you give out is going to come back twofold or threefold if you truly believe it. So the world needs leaders. This is Tony Robbins' quote. The world needs leaders, and you need to be a leader for your community, and you need to show how committed you are to your life, to your business, to your clients, before anyone else, to yourself. You have to really commit to yourself as an individual. I deserve this. I deserve this life. So go ahead and follow the steps that I've given you. Just 5 steps to do every single day. Show up for yourself. I promise it will really work. So that's it. The 5 steps to you leading the best Pilates entrepreneur's life. You've got it. You've got it straight from Tony Robbins. I'm just following through what I've learned from him. I hope you like this video. And if you want some advice and support and mentoring, you're very welcome to follow my videos and also to contact me on admin@anitahorryacademy.com. I can give you a free onboarding call, and we'll discuss how I could be of use and service to your business. And if I can't do it, I will surely refer you to someone who can actually help you. If you want to share this video with anyone you feel needs to hear this, please do so, and don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and don't forget the bell. Until my next video, goodbye for now.